Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. In today's video, we're going to talk about how to get the American Express Platinum credit card. This video is super important if you want to know how to get the American Express credit card and not get rejected. There's a lot of tips that I'm going to be explaining in this video, so yeah, make sure to watch it. So why is there such a hype about getting the American Express Platinum credit card, right? It's because you get the elite status. And what does that mean? So you get special privileges, right, and benefits that normal people don't. So everyone wants that special experience. So when you have that card, right, and for example, like one of the big benefits is when you're traveling, you get access to a lot of things that people who don't have it are not able to do. So for example, with this card, right, you're able to get access to lounges, right, and these lounges are very expensive to get into, right? They're $80, and for most of them they're only you're only allowed to go in them for like 3 hours, right? So that's a lot of money to for you to go inside this room, right, where obviously it's only for members only, right? And pay that much money with the card, right? You don't even have to pay that, so you get in for free. So which is pretty cool, right? So someone who didn't want to relax and enjoy some of the lounges, and relax there before their flight, well, you would have to pay for it. So it helps you save money. And yeah, so I'm going to be talking about some other things you need in order to get the card, right? So first of all, like I just explained why people get it, right? It's a status thing, and you get a lot of benefits, right? So in order for you to be able to get the card, there's another thing you need to be able to pay. It's called the fees. So in order for you to be able to get this card, you should be aware that there's yearly fees for this. For the American Express credit card, for the American Express Platinum credit card, there's actually a $695 fee every year. So that $700 fee is a lot of money, right, every year. So for most people, right, they don't like to pay any fees, right? If you're paying fees, so paying fees is never a good thing, right? Because who wants to spend more money, right? Everyone's trying to save money, right? So, and especially paying for a credit card, there are so many ones that are for free. You don't have to pay anything annual fee, right? Why would you pay, $700 for a credit card, right? Well, that's a membership. That's a yearly membership. So, so you have to be aware. If you want the card, you need to be able to pay that, every year. Yeah, so you have to keep that in mind. If you want to, so you have to keep that in mind. If you want to get the American Express Platinum credit card, you have to be able to pay the $695 fee every year. Okay, so the next thing you need to be aware of is your credit score, right? In order for you to apply for it, you need to have a high credit score. Not anyone can just apply for it, right? They don't want to have people with a low credit score because they're gonna there's a higher chance or a higher risk for them. So they want to have people with a higher credit score. So if you have something over 700, you should be safe to be able to get it. But obviously it's going to vary depending on your credit history and yeah, so your background check that they do. So yeah, if you want to apply, so I mentioned you have to pay for the fees and you have to have a good credit score in order to be able to get the card. Now the next thing you need to be aware of is your credit history, right? So American Express Platinum credit card, right, their goal is to reduce the risk and be able to get the money that they lend you, get it back quickly without any issues. So they do a credit history check, and basically what that means is how your history has been with other credit cards, right? And what your spending habits have been. Have you had any late payments? Have you, do you pay back your monthly payments on time? All your bills, do you pay them on time? Have you had any payments that maybe you missed? So they look at that, and they obviously want to have people that have a good history. So if you want to be able to apply for the credit card, right, you want to make sure that the other cards that you are using, right, you're building up a good history. You're paying your bills on time. You're making sure to paying your full balance on time for all the other credit cards that you have. Your debit payments for any bills you have, for example, for your cell phone, for your cars, for your rent, all that's being done on time. So making sure that's super clear and clean, and so when you're able to maintain that, right, it shows a good credit history, and that's super important when you're trying to apply for the card. Now, the next thing you need in order to be able to get the credit card is you need to have a certain income. So if you're just making like 20,000 per year, that's not enough. So you need to be making a high income, because American Express wants to attract clients that have a high income so that they can make more money, right? That's their goal. American Express Platinum credit card, right? It's a bank. It's called American Express, and it's called a bank, and they make money whenever we do transactions, right? So let's say I went to Walmart and I wanted to purchase something. Whenever I pay or buy something, let's say I wanted to pay for milk, so I use my credit card to pay for that. American Express is now going to charge Walmart a fee for that transaction. So obviously, you won't make a lot of money from like a $7 milk bag. So that's why American Express, they're mostly considered luxury, because people who use this card have a high spend. So for you to have a high spend, you need to be earning to be able to do the high spend. So let's say when people are paying for tickets, right, airline tickets, right, you're paying like $1,000, $2,000. So because of the transaction is higher, they get more fees. So they want people who have a high income to be able to get it. Now, the income that you need in order to get this credit card is around minimum 50,000, right? If you have something lower, you have less of a chance getting accepted, and if you have something higher, then you have a higher chance of getting accepted. So if you have less than $50,000, I would encourage you guys to work harder, increase your pay, maybe by asking your boss, or just trying to take on more work and increase your income. So you can do it through your own. So you can do it through a job, or you can do, if you have a business and you're making more than 50,000, then you can also apply for it, and you'll have a better chance to get the card. Now, how do you actually get the card, right? Do you have to go to the bank? American Express does not have a bank, like it doesn't have a physical location. It's all online. And what's really cool is because it's online, the transaction to apply for it is actually very fast. So I applied for it, and from what I remember, I think it happened within 24 hours. I put in all my info, right? It asks you for your name, ask you all your finance questions. It asks you, right? So when you put that information in, then within 24 hours they give you a response. They either tell you you're accepted or you're not accepted. I actually made a video. The first time I applied for it, I got rejected. So if you want to watch that video, reasons why I was rejected, make sure to watch that. So yeah, once I put in my finance info, then within 24 hours they told me I got accepted, and then within a week I was able to get the card at home and then use it. So that's how you get the credit card. That's everything you need to know. How to get the credit card. Alright guys, so those are the tips how to make sure you get your credit card if you are applying for it. So let me go over them again. So you have to be aware that there are some fees. You have to have a good credit score, you need to have a good credit history, and you need to be a high spender, you need to have a high income, and then I explained to you how to apply for it. So if you keep all of those things in mind, and also you need to know why you're getting it, right? Like you're getting it because you want to be, you want to have more benefits, right, when you're traveling, and you just want to have that, a metal card, which is really cool. When you pull it up, whenever you're paying for something and it's metal, it looks really cool. So guys, that's everything you needed to know to apply for the card. So if you are applying for it, let me know in the comments that you applied for it, and let me know if you got accepted. If you did, I would love to share where you guys are and where you're applying from, because it's different from every country and different from every situation. So let me know. Hopefully you guys applied and got accepted. Let me know. I would love to hear that. Yeah, and if you want to share this video with another friend who's maybe applying for the American Express Platinum credit card, make sure they watch this, and they'll have a better chance getting it. Like this video so that you'll be able to get notified more videos like this and increase your knowledge and improve your life. And yeah, and that's it guys. So we'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.